So we're back, booted up, or rebooted. Everything's up to date, spick and span as they say, and we have this new look that we are feeling comfortable with a nice toolbar, icons like these, and even in here taking care of all these icons up here as well. But what we've not done yet is take a look and see if the bash RC and the bash RC latest are exactly the same. With a Ctrl-Alt-B, which is again Thunar, it's for me easiest way to do. Ctrl-H. You see these lines, and I was a bit amazed myself. All you need to do is control and scroll a little bit, and then it becomes a little bit higher. And when you scroll back, you'll see a strange effect. So this is an effect of breeze, the breeze icons, not of surfer icons. So these two guys, if we compare these two guys, we'll see that we have now an NOB logout. So this is a nano open me this up. So that's not there. We could do a manual intervention, but as you know, I don't like any manual interventions. There is something called CB. Let's have a look. Ctrl-T, alias CB, is gonna copy paste the bash RC latest over onto the bash RC. Gonna reload the bash RC, so gonna make it active, what you've done there, and copy also the etc scal bash RC over onto the etc scal, yep, from etc scal bash RC. So this is the let's say the hidden, it's not hidden at all, but it's the folder where we put everything in, right? etc scal, it's in here, and that's it. All this thing here is also a bash RC. So we need to copy paste that one over as well to that one. So that's what we do here. All right. So now we can actually run the command CB, and it's going to be overwriting everything, but except that one. And that's what I became suddenly so silent. So why is bash RC not available where it's not there? Since we've done so many changes since July, I need to do something. If I want to be up to speed, everything will work just fine if you don't. But we've made files, we've made packages, -s ArcoLinux packages. What packages do we have concerning Plasma, right? We have this Plasma dconf, we have this Plasma git, Plasma nemesis, and one more. We have also, let's press the button more, and also a configuration file. So if you say, okay, Eric, that's all fine, you know it by heart, but how will I ever know this? Well, let's close all other tabs and go to ArcoLinux.info. Remember the information we gave you on the cheat sheet, right? Click it here, and we have 754 people who found it. Download it, click on it, open it, double click it, a lot of clicking, to get to know that Plasma is needed, that package git Qt5 that is needed, ArcoLinux Plasma git is needed, ArcoLinux config Plasma is needed, ArcoLinux Plasma dconf is needed, which is actually at this point still empty. I know. So basically this guy and this guy should be installed. Is it installed? This is an old SSD, right? Nobody ever heard about the changes we've made in November. This is July. No, not July, October. So before the changes anyway. So -s ArcoLinux Plasma. And let's see what kind of trouble we are getting ourselves into. There might be things that are double, and it doesn't seem to be. So that's okay. We're already in the clear for that. This is the setting for Plasma itself. We have a backup scal, So we can do a scal, we can do a backup scal, and we can compare again. So it doesn't really matter how many scals you have. It's actually quite interesting to check out and compare. But this is, like I said, this is not the compare I like, but it gives you some information already regarding all the changes we've made. So a lot of things are in here. Yakuake is here. I'm not sure if we've installed it. All right, it's there. Okay, run it. Application successfully started. Press F12. Boom. Yeah, looking nice. So thanks to all the scripts, of course, right? So we need to do a scal, of course, as well. We've done that, so check and check. So that's one thing. ArcoLinux Plasma, the settings of Plasma. This is probably going to be either available or in conflict. Let's have a look. ArcoLinux config Plasma. Git. Anything called Nemesis is going to be beta testing. So I have a package called Nemesis that I test settings out. And if they work, that's okay. After a few weeks, oh, it's working, fine, it's going to move to the other package. But before I move anything, right, I'll test it out. So we've done a lot of changes to our system now. Let me think. How are these two guys relating to each other now? Just that one. Okay. Do we have anything? Have we created anything regarding that? Good question. But this one, and this one is what we had in between. So this is now what we've changed. All these things are coming from the Plasma package we just installed. And you could install the dconf, but I know that dconf is just going to be empty. There is something here already from the past. So for instance, Blank, etc. Some of the applications use this as a database to get their settings away. All right, I'm still thinking if there is at all the bash RC latest available somehow. It all depends what I've installed back then, right? And there's my bash RC latest. You see? So at some point in time I built this ISO, well, like a year and a month ago. But ArcoLinux root git is actually the root. This is our home directory root, right, from us. Then hence the name root. But it gives us the bash RC latest. Now it does it. So scal, that's going to be moved to the home directory. This guy is going to be now here as well. That's what it does. Bash RC latest. This time, Dolphin, you're out. Well, I can actually explain something else if I still find it. Configure Dolphin services, download new services, melt. I like to have something that compares. I think it's this guy. We'll see. Sometimes not all of these guys work. And it's not from us, it's from Roman Kiefer, right? And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So you try it out, and that's why Thunar is just working out of the box. We like that better. I'm not sure if I can use it straight away. Sometimes you can, sometimes you have to close Dolphin first. And try it again. So this one and this one. Can we compare it somewhere? Here, melt menu, no. Root, compress, share. Maybe I need to reboot completely. So, Ctrl-B, I always rely on Thunar. It's there, it's helpful, and it's going to do the work. So, bash RC latest, compare. That's a bit more, right? I thought it would be strange. Oh yeah, we made that bunch here. to extract stuff, we just type X these days. Not that I've used it in quite a while, but it's there, right? X me this one, X me that one, X me that one. It will do all these things. I don't need to remember all these things out of my heart, but just type it. So I can just press on all these arrows and make myself tired. Or, other idea, I can also open a terminal. Can we open a terminal actually? Yeah, okay. Open a terminal and type an alias. Alias CB, copy the bash. Copy the bash from here to here to here to here, like we just explained, and it's as simple as that. Right? So now everything is loaded up. We have the latest bash RC on our system, the latest aliases on our system. If you don't know, if you don't believe me, just compare again. Should be all the same. Files are identical. Okay, which means they're also loaded. Like nLithium, and was it nLithium that it was? Control T still working? Yeah, sure. nLithium, and you go and have a look what's in this code, right? Control X, out. And Pacman. Those are the things we always go to. Well, we always go to. So hence an alias. All right, I think I've told everything I needed to tell. We've shown you that we've made new packages. We've installed the new packages. In the meantime, we had a new root package as well, so it's not in here because, well, it's basically on our ArcoLinux B. It's just is there, right? ArcoLinux D as well. It's on our scripts, but this is an SSD of a year ago, so I got it in, and now I have also my. That's maybe one thing I think about, and that's the Conky. So I've made just a few days back, I've made some Conkies for Plasma. So this one has the name Plasma in here. Do try them out, and they will stick on your screen. So it all depends on the settings on inside your Conky RC thing. In the config file, you have to tell them, hey, this is not XFC, this is not OpenBox, this is not i3. 15 desktops. You can't make a Conky for 15 desktops. Nobody can. Okay, so just stop thinking that that's possible. Know that you're on some kind of desktop, and know that you need to have to go inside the code and change things. But for Plasma, I've made a small exception. So a few of them, not all of them, a few of them have the name Plasma. So the only thing to do is check out which one they are, and you know that those guys will work, at least those guys, but some of them are working as well. And you can do Control-Alt, this is not working, Control-Alt page, Control-Alt page down and page up is how we rotating Conkies on ArcoLinux B. That's not yet programmed in, but that's for another day. All right, enjoy your ArcoLinux, whatever version, whatever system you have. We have ArcoLinux, ArcoLinux D, ArcoLinux B. So you choose what project you want to work in, want to live in, what desktop you want to use. I still see one package to update, it says here, but maybe that's a bit, let's see if that's true or not. Oh yeah, it was true. USB mode switch is now up to date, and after some time this number is going to be gone. Or we can do a super C, that's ready, that's possible. And when you do another super C, then immediately the script gets rerun, the Conky gets reloaded, and it sees, okay, there's nothing here. One last thing to do. People always tend to think that's important. No, it's not important. This number up here is not important, utterly not important, right? So 1907.9, we've done a bunch of updates. We are up to date, maybe 99.9%, but we are up to date. The thing is, what we put in the folder bin here, in this folder bin, so in the home.bin, stay rolling, we can run these guys. We can actually from 19.7, which means I should start here, I guess, no, here, from July to September. But even if you don't run these things, it's going to be a very small change. Let's see what's in here. It's going to remove this guy, and it's going to change the number. So like I said, the number is utterly important. So it's just going to remove this, and maybe it's already removed. So let's have a look. So everybody knows what's going to happen. Okay, it wants to remove this one. Error, target not found, which is good. Good, right? You want to remove it. So it says, can't remove it because it's not there. I've responded to that on Discord as well the other day. That's good news. This is not an error. This is not a bug. This is good news. You wanted to remove it. It was already removed. Okay. So this one is, whoops. Let's have a look. Pacman minus R. We're getting rid of temps. It's no longer maintained, so it's out. And that's what we do. And what do we see? Error, target not found, which means great news. It was already okay. Fine. So in the meantime, Ctrl-Alt-T, we're at another version number. Each time you run these scripts, it ends with change the number. But it's just like changing your C drive on Windows to blah, 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 right? It's just that. It doesn't really do much. It's just a number. That's it. Again, to be sure that temps is gone, we've put it in here as well. Font manager is out. Xterm is out. Terminus font is out. We are installing a new font, and we're using font manager Git. There was some problem at that point in time with font manager not building and not updating and all that. So we went to Git version of it, and finally say, let's go to 19.11.3. So this is just changing a number in this file. That's it. Again, I hope, well, I do want to repeat myself, so it's very, very clear. The number is utterly unimportant. All right, all gone. Temps is already gone. Font manager already fixed. Xorg, Xinit, Xterm. Get out of here. So that's one that is not, and that's one needs to be removed as well. And we're skipping this, removing that. Enter, enter, enter. Font manager is going to be installed. And then basically what you just did, this whole amount of information, is having exactly the same, well, image or package list that we have on the ISO, you have now on your SSD. That's basically what you're doing. You're following everything what we've done on the ISO on your machine. That's stay rolling for us, right? But you can stay less rolling. If you do not run these guys, so what? You'll have a working ArcoLinux with some more packages, and that's it. And another number, so what, right? So this still says 1979. What I do is super C, conk is gone, super C, and I ask him again, and there it is. 1911.3 is going to read it from LSB release. Everybody's going to read it from there, and everything is going to be 1911.3 and soon 1912.15. All right, I'm out. Enjoy ArcoLinux as a total, as a project, and donate if you can.